I got a PhD. I'm trying to tell you something. Oh, I got a PhD out here in the goddamn street. I sure enough do. It's hard for me just to hear something and just let shit fly. You know what I'm saying? Because the things that we be telling the people behind us, sometimes we tell them the right things, the other time we can tell them the wrong things. And one thing that I do not condone, because, you know, it's like, who the hell care what you condone, you know? But the thing that I don't condone around here at the Willie Williams show is playing Captain Save a hoe for one of these bitches. I refuse. I ain't caping for damn one of these hoes out here in the goddamn scrape. I come from a long line of checker bitch out here in these streets. This is how I came up. You know what I'm saying? So we finna talk community. We finna talk a little community. We finna let a player speak. Mind you, it's a tad bit loud because I didn't download it. So it's a tad bit loud. So here we go with the little first part, and then we're going to jump into the next part. Here we go.
So what I also tell black women, if you want to go...
Hold on. Here we go.
So what I also tell black women, if you want to go get you an African man from the continent, you would have to understand that the way in which you talk to black men in America will not be tolerated over there. What the fuck is it tolerated? That's what we're trying to tell them. Well,
now, shout out to these players here. I think it's like 3 of them. They have a podcast, The Daily Rap Crew. They be having nice conversations. I watch them like every now and then when I'm able to come across them. So shout out to them brothers, because they do not. They don't let it be slide. No, they ain't letting it be slide out here. These players, they put responsibility on men and they put the responsibility on women where it should be. That's why I like them players. Here we go.
Over here, I want to say this to us, though, because we try to act like the way sisters treat us doesn't have a history that we are not at least partly responsible for. Let's be honest. The black woman has had to hold down the black house by herself, although imperfectly. She's had to do it by herself since the mass incarceration of black males began in the 1970s. So when a sister says, I don't need a man, because she couldn't find one strong enough to hold her down, or when you meet a woman and you say, sister, I'm strong enough to be a man. You ain't got to work, or you ain't got to pay the bills or whatever. Pull back, I got you. And she can't do it because all the other men before you who disappointed her. So what I'm saying is, black men, we got to be patient with our women because we created that personality. We have to be held accountable for their poor selection. No, you have to be held accountable because they have a poor selection. And what I also tell black women...
I'm waiting on your comments. Because that's the end up, but we're going to run it back. Oh, we about to run this here. Bang. He said she looked for a child before she looked for a husband all day goddamn long. All day long. Damn it, I rock with Dr. Umar, but I don't play about these bitches like that right there. Nope. Hell, shit. I had a daddy, I had uncles, I had real true players in my goddamn life. You know what I'm saying? So, no. I done been out there with them broads, hundreds of them. So, I ain't one of them, I ain't never had no monkey. I couldn't get no hoe. No, pimp, that wasn't me. So, I speak from a totally different, from a different angle out here in these streets. Run it back, pimp.
You're going to go get you an African man from the continent. You're going to have to understand that the way in which you talk to black men in America will not be tolerated.
Thank you. You say if a broad go around there to Africa, notice how you got to tell these bitch babies that if you go around there to Africa, your mouth ain't tolerated. Well, let me explain something to you about a true player out here in the great United States of America. True players out here, your mouth ain't tolerated. See, but that's what them players is out here trying to tell y'all. They ain't tolerating that shit. But if it's okay for them to know it's not to be tolerated over in Africa, then stop making it seem like you have to accept some shit over here in America. Stop teaching the young players, if that's what he's trying to do. Stop teaching the young players that you need to accept it and understand the history. No. Hold on. You just said the Africans. When you go on over there, your mouth ain't tolerated. They didn't go through slavery, just like we didn't go through slavery. Keep it coming, pimp. Go ahead, though.
Over there.
Why the fuck is it tolerated here? That's what we're trying to tell them.
Well, over here, I want to say this to us, though, because we try to act like the way sisters treat us doesn't have a history that we are not at least partly responsible for.
No, they was raised by their mammoths. You know what's funny, though? Because not all darker hue sisters is masculine. Watch this. Not all darker hue sisters is not humble. Not all darker hue sisters don't know how to treat a man. No, not all darker hue sisters disrespect a black man. See, you can go back and say some shit from back in the day. Oh, and we got something to do with motherfucker. I wasn't even born. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Personally, I knew what they did back then, because in my mind, they were really capable for them hoes. Wait, no, Pippin, that ain't what we do around here. Every decision you make is yours. Damn where it come from. I don't care how you was raised. I don't care about none of that. Right? Every decision you make is yours, and you should be held accountable for every decision that you make.
Be honest, the black woman has had to hold down the black house by herself. Although
by herself. The black woman had to hold down the household by herself since when?
Imperfectly. She's had to do it by herself since the mass incarceration of black males began in the 1970s.
Since the 1970s. Watch this. Not all. We know it's not all. I get it. In the 1970s, since the mass incarceration of black men, watch this. You know, it's funny how, like, the majority of black men was not mass incarcerated. I don't think that they really even talk about that right now. But a lot of people who was incarcerated was the people who was doing illegal stuff. Can we just be honest? If you doing the dope, if you selling the dope, it's illegal. You get arrested. You may have gotten more time. Yep, like more time for crack than cocaine. Got it. But you was dealing with the dope. Look at all them players in the 70s who ain't never or didn't get caught doing nothing illegal. They strived. They had wives. They had families. You know what I'm saying? So we can say since the 1970s with the mass incarceration, and that's why bitch were acting I'm doing conduct unbecoming out here in these streets. But no, pimp. No, because for some reason, if they was masculine back in the 70s due to mass incarceration, guess what their behavior was when they went on that white man job? It was feminine than a motherfucker, wasn't it? So you can't tell me that the reason that they are masculine is because of some shit that we supposedly had something to do with. For some reason, they know how to act a certain way when it's time for them to act a certain way. It's a lack of respect for dark hue players. That's all it is. That's really all it is. Notice something. The Pookies and the Ray Rays, them dudes in the hood and shit like that right now, they can get so many broads. Why? Because they check a bitch. And that's why they pick them. Because they check a bitch. You players who was working great jobs, y'all is good dudes and all that fly shit right there, means nothing. They'll deal with you because you got the good job, the good credit, you got the cribs and the cars and all that fly shit right there, but they gonna smash you, dude, at the projects all the goddamn time. Well, not all. Why? Because Buddy who is in the community gonna check one of them hoes. I'm trying to tell you something. Our problem is we accept it. That's it. Shout out to Dawn for the $2 super chat. She say, Willie, that nigga crazy out here in these streets. Go ahead.
So when his sister says, I don't need a man, because she couldn't find one strong enough to hold her down.
Or what she got, I don't need a man from her mammy them. Is we gonna really be honest about that. Notice, watch this. Because not all, right? There's so many women who came up without being taught, I don't need a man. Why? They had daddies. Ooh, they mama had a husband. Ooh. It's decision making. Shout out to our dogs, the trap for the $2 super chat. Say black men equal 3% in the Fed. Say 3%. LMMOP equals 800,000. Guess who raising them?
And you meet a woman and you say, sister, I'm strong enough to be your man. You ain't got to work or you ain't got to pay the bills or whatever.
I would never. Players, don't y'all ever say I'm strong enough to be your man. Don't go out there talking that dumb shit. Don't go out there talking that little silly ass shit right there. Look a bit. What's happening? You can have the conversation and shit. She got her standards. You got your standards. Damn it, if she ain't meeting your standards, push that bitch to the side and move on. The fuck? With this, I'm strong enough to be your man. I wish I would tell a bitch I'm strong enough to be your damn man. Bitch, I'm 6'5", 270. Ooh, strong enough. What does that mean? What does that mean? Yeah, like you don't lead with that right there. Well, hold on. I'm not saying that he's saying that that's how you should lead, like in conversations and stuff like that. Player, don't you ever tell a chick you strong enough. You strong enough to lead her and be her man. Don't say that dumb shit, because she gonna look at you like you're stupid. I promise you that right there. Shout out to our dogs, Trap, for the $2 super chat. Say 57% equals no kids. 57% in middle class, and they talk shit. I'm trying to tell you something. Come on now.
Go back, I got you. And she can't do it because all the other men before you who disappointed her. So what I'm saying is,
yeah. So listen, watch. You ever been with a chick and she like pointed out the way that shit that them other chicks did? Stop treating me like them chicks who had done hurt you or who had done did something to you like that right there, right? That's the same shit that we need to be saying that bitch, that shit that he did. I ain't him, shouted. I ain't him. And if she do not respect it, you kick a bitch to the side. It's real simple. It's real simple. But don't you ever sit back and think, oh, because of the past and all that stuff there, that it's our fault that a bitch masculine. I don't know them bitches. Hey, I ain't got shit to do with them bitches. What is we talking about? Shout out to T. Lee for the $5 super chat. He say, Umar lied about the school. Now he wants us to do something.
This black man, we got to be patient with our women because
we ain't got to be shit. Players, listen, I'm talking to you. You ain't got to be patient with no bitch who don't understand that you was a man out here and needed to be respected. You ain't got to be patient by shit. Let me explain something to you, because not all doggy who sisters act in this manner. And what you need to do is find a doggy who sister who acts in a manner that is acceptable to you. It's simple. You ain't got to put up with nobody.
because we created that personality.
We didn't create nothing. Oh no. And this is where he shift from blaming the baby out here in the street. No, it's their fault. The same way if I go out there and gun 100 children down or something like that right there, a bitch is not gonna say, well, look how he had done been raised and look how he had done came up. Bitch don't wanna hear that dumb shit. That means nothing.
We have to be held accountable for their poor selection.
No, you have to be held accountable because they have a poor selection.
No, the hell we don't. They humans, we humans. Damn it, they make poor selections. Leave them hoes over there. And you over here making good selections. Pick a chick who making good selections. It's basic. It's real basic. Let me go to this other piece. Hold on. He almost got me aggravated. Almost got me a little upset. I was getting feisty out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to our dog, the trap, for the $2 super chat. He says, choosing scared, emotional men anger is not manhood. Choosing scared, emotional men anger is not manhood. Yep. I can agree with that right there. I can agree with that right there. Hold up, because there was another clip. Oh, this one. Hold on. Oh, yeah. We're going to do this, and then we finna get into this other thing. Damn it, I said it 30 minutes. I don't think... It's going to be a long night. Here we go.
Willingly leave the household, or was it the system that was...
It was systemic.
All right, so how, if we giving them grace for them having to do it without us, but it wasn't our fault, how are we not getting that same grace and that same respect?
I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. Because black men as the leaders of the community. Now,
We can't be leaders.
here's the question we got to make.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. With all that leader of the community, we don't run no damn community. Now, I do understand them speaking as a whole of black men in the community. Dumb shit. Listen. Damn it, we're individuals. You rock with people who is on the upward path. If they not on the upward path, stand to the side. Shout out to Sensei for the $5 super chat. You say, baby, compare me, a college graduate, a veteran with no prison time, to her ex that's locked up doing 30. Say she was not worthy of my patience. I'm trying to tell you something.
Here's the question. Because the argument y'all make feeds into the feminist agenda.
Okay.
It's an argument that says, I don't want the responsibility.
I'm a leader.
I don't want to fix shit. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to fall back.
So why should we have to fix a bit? Why do a man have to fix somebody else?
And let her run everything. That's what the feminists tell. They say, look at them, making excuses for why they can't be better men, making excuses for why they can't make better men. You understand?
I don't even think that they ever said on their show that they is making excuses why they can't be better men. Because they will tell you off rip, like, hey, they got this shit together. They say that they got their shit together, but they is not accepting less than. I don't watch them player shows. Show. I don't watch they show. They just ain't picking the BS out here in the street, as they shouldn't.
Your argument feeds the feminist narrative.
That's not what we're making excuses for.
I'm saying I am the better man, but I shouldn't be held responsible because you wanted to choose a Pookie and a Ray Ray. That's not me. I worked too hard in my life.
Back to what I said. Pookie and Ray Ray shouldn't exist. And when he was out,
But they do. Just like kids shooting up schools, it shouldn't exist, but it does. So we got to deal with what is.
Pookie and Ray Ray exist because we're not in the community making those boys the men they need to be.
Nope. That's false. You say Pookies and Ray Rays exist because we is not in the community making them boys what they need to be. Hell no. That go back to the decision that they mammy made and decided to get peed in by who she wanted to get peed in with. Because she decided to be, she chose to be a single mother. There's so many of them out here choosing to be single mothers. Sometimes you may make a wrong choice. I got it. I get it. But for the most part, the majority of these motherfuckers is choosing to be single mothers. Now, for some reason, I don't know why he gonna act like bitches don't use these babies against players. Well, that's just what I'm taking from it. I'm not saying that. That's what he's saying. That's what I'm taking from it. Hold on. Shout out to Sam for the $5 cash app. Say, preach, pastor. I refuse to let y'all hear this shit and just let it slide. I am so sorry. I got boys. I don't play like this right here.
Do you see that? And she don't get a Pookie if you didn't allow a Pookie. But
oh, hell no. So she don't get a Pookie if we don't allow her to get a Pookie. We don't run a bit. What is he talking about? And then again, where the Pookie's coming from? Patricia them?
You got an Eli. She ain't come to Eli. She went to Pookie. And that's what we're trying to say.
She wouldn't have had a Pookie if we didn't allow one.
Hard in my life.
I mean, if we didn't allow, we do not control other people's lives. So I don't know why he's saying what he's saying now. Like, I really don't. She wouldn't have a Pookie if we didn't allow. What do you mean? That makes no sense right there. Like, it really, really don't. And again, I rock with Umar. I rock with him on like a lot of shit. But, boy, I done been in these motherfuckers street too goddamn long. No, pimp. That ain't what we doing.
She wouldn't have had a Pookie if we didn't allow one.
No, we wouldn't have a Pookie if she decided to pick the right man to be a father. That sounds better than me.
We men supposed to make them raise the boys. Right.
Men supposed to raise the boys. Watch this. We got to fight the system and her to even be a father. It's a difference if we just had to fight her. No. It's a difference if we just had to fight the system. That would be a difference. But that bitch on the system's team. Come on now. The rules and regulations. Listen, you can get joint custody. Slide up and try to get your goddamn baby. She ain't got to let you get the damn baby. You can call the police and show the goddamn paperwork. That bitch don't open up the door. Ain't nothing gonna transpire. You can take a bitch back to court. They would not arrest her ass even though you got a court order. Even though she went against the court order. I want y'all to understand it now. Huh? Oh, yeah, I say this shit because I know that shit. I ain't just making up stuff. Come on now. You say, Dr. Umar makes a lot of sense to me. And I do understand it. A lot of people will agree with what he's saying. And I'm here to tell you as a true player, I need goddamn street. That's BS.
We as men is holding other men accountable for the same thing that you're talking about right now.
What are we doing for the young brothers in the street?
That ain't our goddamn problem. First and foremost, your problem, your issue, starts in your household. The best way to help out the community is raise your goddamn children. As men, you start in your goddamn household. Now, if you want to choose to go on out there and mentor and all that fly shit right there, then that's on you. But you start in the household. And then, I don't know how much, I don't know if like a player be out here traveling and shit like that right there. Do you know how hard it is? Now, some chicks is cool with mentors and shit like that right there. But a lot of people say mentor like on Saturdays and shit like that. Okay, it works a little bit. But you dealing with an hour to 4 hours with a child supposed to the next 6 days a week home with their mammy. Come on now.
So what you mean, mentoring them? No, I mean, he's a great father.
Mm-hmm. I ain't talking about that's individual. That's good, but that's individualism.
You damn right. You supposed to be you supposed to come before anybody else. I know we talk this community shit. You better come before anybody else. Why? Because once you die, you dead. It's over. You must take care of you and yours first. Then you come out, and then you can branch out if that's what you choose to do. And watch this. If you choose not to, that's your choice. You have that right. You have that right. Don't ever let nobody press you into doing some shit that they think that you should be doing in the damn community. That's somebody else's morals, man. Come on now. Shout out to Doran for the $5 super chat. He say, got my stuff together. Say, call me Sugar Daddy because I like the young tenders. That's what I'm talking about. Go ahead, pimp.
Yeah. What are we doing collectively as men to change the trajectory for black boys in the streets right now?
Nothing. And I don't blame them for doing nothing. Why? See, I'm pretty sure that Dr. Umar remember back when we was coming up because I'm pretty sure that he's over 40. He remember when the neighbors could check you. The neighbors could check the children. The neighbors could chastise the children. Huh? Try that shit now and get shot in your face. No. Try it now and watch they mammy roll up and tell you what you can't do to their damn child. Watch what happens. And it's all over the damn country. All over the country. Don't tell me what they do with my children. It was respect. It was respect. They have lost the respect. And let me explain it to you. A lot of this shit came from when they decided to not have the man in the house. And then when they decided to, I don't need a man. Huh?
Nothing.
We're being
talking shit.
Yeah, I mean, you can take it.
And now he's saying that they talking shit. No, they talking real shit, though. It's just what he don't want to do. And now it seems like he caping. He caping and capping for the mode.
Going to get better unless we put hands on deck.
It's not going to get better until the mothers choose, better fathers, choose to stop preventing the men who want to be fathers to their damn children. That's when it'll start. That's when things will change.
The reason the athletes and the rappers are the role models is the professional black man moved out the hood.
Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they move out of crime-ridden neighborhoods? Why wouldn't they? Because if they stayed 9 times out of 10, or what, probably like 7 to 10 times out of 10, their life in danger. Let's not play crazy. You become a professional, you start making more than the middle class and the below poverty people. Am I right or wrong? You're a target.
And it's at. He ain't in the black community no more. Where the lawyer at? Where the business owner at? Where your city council
Why would they live in those communities? Why? If you growed up in the community, you understood and you know, damn, boy, I can't wait till I get a little older. I'm going to get up out this shit. You know what I'm saying? We were striving to get out of those conditions, out of those neighborhoods, out of those poverty-stricken neighborhoods. And what did a whole bunch of us do? What did a whole bunch of black folks do? Work their ass off to get out of it. Work their ass off to get out of it. Period, point blank.
person at? We abandon black boys, and then we blame black men for poor choices in mates that
Then we blame black men.
they should not even have to make if we did a better job raising our boys the right way. At the end of the day, if I'm gonna call myself a man, the ultimate responsibility for reconstruction of the black community rests with me. Yes, they have a role. Yes, they have responsibility. But as a man, as a leader, to say I can't fix this shit unless she changes, that's not the definition of a man.
I don't see.
Then that ain't the definition of a man at all. I don't know where y'all be coming up with these definitions out here in they goddamn street. I ain't a man if I don't take on some bullshit. Do you know how stupid that sounds? Shout out to Doran for the $2 super chat. You say Umar has to take women's side because they pay him. Oh, it's understood. Oh, listen. I may play dumb. I may play slow. But I ain't out here in these streets. I know exactly what's going on. So you ain't a man because you won't accept these bitches. I guess we ain't no men. I guess I ain't no goddamn man out here in these streets. I'm not finna accept one of these little bum ass bitches who choose to do what they want to do. But when they get that job, they do what that man tell them to do. Remember that.
I think we're on two different accords. I don't think we're saying that. What I'm saying is I'm capable of being that leader, that provider. I've worked hard in my life. You get what I'm saying? I should not have to.
You still go back to individual.
I only feel like
because he's an individual.
We tell black men that we have to now deal with masculine women, women with children.
Why is she masculine?
I don't give a fuck why she masculine. I ain't got to deal with it though. You don't have to deal with her though. She could be mad. She could do what she want to do, right? Women's liberation. We for that right there. We for that right there. That bitch want to be masculine. You let her masculine lad with a little masculine lad churn. Go on out there and play in them streets then. That's fine. It's okay. You just got to stay over that sugar.
Because she's had to raise the kids alone.
Watch this. Watch this. You say, why do you think she's masculine? He say, because she had to raise the kids alone. You know what's strange? It's never all. It's never all. But there's a lot of dog-eared sisters who had to raise their kids on their own, and they're not masculine. When you looking at other races of chicks, other races of women, they had to raise their children on their own. They're not masculine. Strange, huh? They don't have to be men to raise children. Oh, they had to become men to raise children? Or masculine, they had to let go of their femininity to raise children? When we know that there's so many women who kept their femininity and never became masculine to raise their children? Come on, y'all. Don't fall for that dumb shit. Shout out to Jasmine for the $1 cash app. He say Umar is a smart, dumb person. Well, he's pandering. We know he pandering. What about all of these other women on the planet who may have lost their baby daddy, maybe lost their significant other, maybe lost their husband, and raised them children while being feminine. Why is that so hard for so many dog you sisters? Come on, y'all work with me.
Not one woman, brother.
Tell me,
a whole community.
So you mean to tell me the only woman I could look forward in my life is a masculine woman that has kids by other men?
No,
that's what I have to look forward to.
But I'm telling you, mistakes made by black men systemically gave rise to the conditions that allowed her to be masculine and made her end up with a man that you consider to be less than what he should be. And I'm telling you, black men are responsible for her being masculine because we have not helped to raise them children.
I am not.
We is responsible for bitch being masculine. Bitches that we don't need much know. We responsible. Don't it all start in the household? Don't everything start in the household? You know, it's strange because we have a lot of dog you sisters who have raised children and raised girls. And the mother has been feminine. And she raised feminine girls. Single mother. Oh, there's a lot of that out here. Yeah. A lot of them is in college too. Yeah. Yeah. They're not masculine. Strange. But it's our fault that they're masculine. Got it.
I say help them raise them children, I don't mean you as the stepdad.
No,
I mean you as an active member in the community where we go to every single parent black mother and say, how many sons you got? 2? How many sons you got? 2? Well, guess what? That's your son's big brother. That's your son's big brother. He taking him to school. He doing the homework. He gonna spend a couple hours with him every Saturday. He got his own kids too, but he gonna make time for you.
So he's taking that time from his own household and his own children to install and impute a different mindset inside the child. Sometimes it work. I give him that. Sometimes it do work. But he's still in competition with the mother. Do y'all really understand that right now? Mentors is in competition with the mothers. It's like the teachers in school. We can kind of look at them as mentors too, right? They is the other parents too, right? The teachers have to fight with the conditioning that the parents put on the child. And we see the problems that teachers is having in schools. This shit come from home. It come from who's raising them, not who's absent.
She got masculine because she had to become masculine in order to deal with the rape, the abuse, the domestic violence, the disappointments that men had in her life, and also raising those kids and have to take care of herself all at the same time.
I can give you that if we was back in them days. I can give you that if we was back in them days. I'm over 40. They ain't come up like that. I'm not saying that females was not being great. I ain't even saying that right there. But the way he putting it as if he's talking about way, way, way back in the days and what they went through. We ain't go through that in the last 40, pimp. Nope. Not like that.
The black woman has been the be all in.
But she had to become a man or masculine. Do you understand as a man if you approach a woman and say that you is in your feminine? You think she'll give you the time of day? Do you really think that she'll give you the time of day? Nah.
All in our community for half of a century, and now we want to turn around and say because she didn't do it perfectly enough or remain feminine enough, where she had to absorb our responsibilities plus her own.
She had to absorb our responsibilities when they choose who they're gonna have children by. Oh, it's a choice. They choosing who they gonna hunch raw. They choosing, even if they get pregnant, to produce the child with the person that they let hunch raw. It's all a choice. He's trying to absolve them of the poor choices that they make.
That's insensitive and disingenuous.
It's disingenuous to tell the truth about these bitches out here in these streets and not blame your damn self for the decisions that another human being making. Got it. I'm done. Moving right along. I ain't gonna even much hold you. I almost got in my feet. God damn, I done ran y'all 47 minutes. Damn, I wasn't even supposed to be running y'all that damn long. Boy, I hope I got enough energy to go into this rumble. But so we're gonna try to run through this one here kind of quick. And I did that one right there on purpose. Oh, I did that video there on purpose. Yeah, because we need to be accountable for the decisions that a chick make out here in these streets. We supposed to deal with a bit for decisions. Yeah. Sure enough. Watch.